Kay, you did a really interesting article. Takk McKinley, a guy that the Browns are taking a flyer on, thinks he has a high upside. His former head coach, Dan Quinn, also a defensive-minded guy. Take us through what Dan thought and what he thinks McKinley can do.
To have an opportunity to talk to Dan Quinn. I got to know him a little bit when he was interviewing for the Browns head coaching job in the year that Mike Pettin ended up getting the job. One of the reasons why Dan didn't get the job that year is because he was in the Super Bowl with the Seahawks and the Browns were not willing to wait for him. So it sort of changed the course of history for a couple of teams when that happened. But he really thinks the world of Takk McKinley. He is very close to him. He was there when they drafted him, and he was a large part of that. He believes that the Browns are getting the super motivated Takk that he saw heading into last season, 2020. In the first game of the season, Takk went out and had 5 quarterback hits on Russell Wilson in the first game. In the first half against the Seahawks, not the whole game. He ended up with 6 quarterback hits overall, but he was basically unstoppable. And Dan Quinn thinks that is the guy the Browns are getting, the one that was super motivated before he ended up suffering a groin injury in week 2 that really cost him the rest of the season.
Was there anything that cautionary tales with Takk? What did Dan say kind of went wrong there? Has it been strictly health?
He attributed it mostly to his health, and then also he did admit that Takk, did some growing up over the last couple of years, and he realized that nothing is going to be handed to him, and that he really has to work hard at it and put the whole thing together. And he thinks he finally did that heading into last season. He saw the change in him. He saw the maturity. He also had a child at some point along the way, and Dan Quinn believes that really also helped him realize that now he has something to play for and something to live up to. And, I think really the thing that stood out to me is that he really liked him as a person, even though you would think that things deteriorated in Atlanta to the point where they might not like him. He still really likes him and will remain close to him.
Yeah, the other thing that was impressive, to be honest with you, Takk McKinley said all the things you would want in that introductory press conference. He held himself accountable like you would hope that a guy that's getting ready to turn it around would.
Yeah, I really liked the interview. And when I talked to Dan Quinn, he said it's not surprising to him that he gave that kind of an interview because he's a very engaging young man. And he said he thinks that Browns fans are going to love him. He thinks the coaches will really like him. But he did say all the right things about getting it turned around and realizing, the best quote that he had when I asked him about wearing the suit and tie, he said, I realized that if I want to be in this league, I have to start acting like it. I mean, that was just a priceless quote by him. And now he's got to back it up. He's got to back it up, and he also has to stay healthy. He's also someone that has an injury history, just like Jadeveon Clowney. He's had 3 shoulder surgeries, one right before the draft in 2017, one after his rookie year, and then one following the 2019 season. So 3 shoulder surgeries on both shoulders. And it's just something that, that he's had to deal with and try to overcome.